So I did some patching on this floor here. It had a bad urine stain on it, and here's a sample of the board here. You can see this material is no longer 3/4 thick. This stuff is like, I think, 1/2 inch thick. It might be 5/8, but there really wasn't much left of the top of the groove there. You can see the stain is literally like halfway through the board. So this is some material, Dixon brand, some old 50s stuff, probably a company that's no longer around, but patch the floor here. And so the problem is, when you get done patching it, and this is natural, and this floor is probably, I'm thinking probably 15 years old since it's been refinished, so it has yellowed over time. So what we're going to do here is, I've already patched it. This is the new wood, and I've coated it, sanded it down so it's flush with the rest of the floor all the way around. Had to grind off like 1/4 inch or something to get it down to because this whole area was taken down to try to get the stain out. As you can see, the stuff was sanded down so far that the thickness of the wood is way thicker than, or way thinner than than what it originally was. Here's a sample of the material that, so you can see the difference, the material difference. Look how thick and thin. I mean, that thing is, they sanded the crap out of this thing to try to get this stain out, this pet stain out. So the problem happens is when you sand, when you patch, and you got this thicker material down where the patch was, a lot of times to get to the thickness of the floor, you literally have to almost sand almost as much off as originally was there. The thing you also want to think about is when you patch an area that's been ground down so much that you want to try to cover a bigger area. Even though the stain was right here and they sanded it down, it's all tapered out. Like, it might be 3 foot wide or 3 foot long or 2.5 feet long. And when you patch it, try to go way beyond. Don't just patch a small little area, because for one thing, the joints are going to look obvious where the floor was patched. And another thing is, you want to try to get it back to the original thickness. So try to go farther beyond the stain. Even the stain was right here. Try to go like a foot in all directions. So that way the original thickness that's out here is going to be preserved. So that way you're not grinding. Anyway, you get the idea. So anyway, the other issue is when you sand this area down, and as you can see, it's wrong color. The color is not right. Even though this floor is in it's semi-bad shape. Looks like the whole thing needs to be resanded. We're going to try to fix this color difference. And what you do is you get yourself either some colonial maple. Get some colonial maple here. Or you can use a little bit of golden oak. So you want to make it, give it that golden color. So we're going to take a little bit of this colonial maple, put it on the rag. This is after you coat. After you do your coat of finish, because you don't want to put it right directly on the wood, because the color is not in just the grain, it's in the whole wood. So what you want to do is get yourself a rag, And I think I might actually use golden oak on this. I was going to try this. Let me try just a little bit of this and see if that's going to be close to the color. Yeah, that's probably close, but I can get it closer than that. So we're going to actually try some golden oak on this. Let me pause this. So I just got some golden oak on my rag here, and we're going to try to doctor this up, make it look more authentic. A little golden oak. Actually, this is a mixture of golden oak and colonial maple. I usually use it on shoe molding, and we're just going to put a little color on this floor to try to blend this in. And I know it's probably weird putting the stain right on the top of the polyurethane, but it seems to do pretty good because you're not penetrating the wood. Just after you scuff sand it, you want to color the surface a little bit, and this is about the best you can do without having to re-sand the whole floor. So, and this color that's going to happen over time as the floor gets old. This will actually it'll actually catch up with the existing floor around it. So, a little stain on that, and it's probably not as yellow. You're never going to match it exactly. It's, you know, for the amount of practicality of the job, you're not going to, you know, you're not a Picasso or anything like that to try to make things blend. You know, because people walk on these floors, and you gotta have a little practicality towards it, or, you know, common sense, or, you know. So that's actually looking pretty good. So we're gonna let this dry. Put a fan on it, or blow dryer. I'm gonna put a blow dryer on it, quick dry it, and put a coat of finish on it. We'll see what it looks like after. Actually, yeah, let me turn the camera a little bit. Looks actually pretty close. See a small area right here. Right in this area right here. Darken that a little bit. Been doing this about 37 years of doing floors, and there's probably some guys that are more knowledgeable about everything than I am, but learned it from my dad and my grandpa. Actually, my grandpa died before I could even get into the hardwood business. But I learned everything from my dad. My dad taught me everything. Anyway, we're going to let that dry. Put a blow dryer on it, and then we're going to coat it. So you can see I got the blow dryer on it right there, drying this stain up on the surface. That vacuum right over there, that's a great vacuum. It used to be Floor Style Products used to sell that vacuum. Floor Style is no longer in business. They used to be in Hastings, Michigan. That's a great vacuum right there. Use that a lot. And let this dry a little bit longer here. So I've had this blower going on here, this blow dryer running on this thing for half hour or so. should be good and dry. So we're going to coat this floor now. Put a coat of finish on it. And oil-based polyurethane. And about the oil-based polyurethane that they sell now in these quart caddies, you know, it was most men, they don't want to deal with change and having to adapt to like new ways and stuff because of the whatever reason, you know, I don't know what it is. They mandate stuff that has to be in quarts now, and at the beginning you think, oh God, I don't want to do that. You know, I'd rather have 5-gallon buckets of poly. You know, and nonetheless, they charge you for this bucket. It's $230 for 4 gallons. You're getting 4 gallons, and they come in these these pouches. Right here, it comes in the 1 quart pouches. So you're getting screwed out of a whole gallon of polyurethane because now they come in these quart pouches. To me, it's just going backwards, in my opinion. It's just one more way to get more money out of you. It's too bad that this stuff has to happen. But the nice thing is when you get done with a job, you put your pouches back into your bucket, the unused ones and the ones that you haven't opened yet. You set them in the bucket and put the lid on it. And I actually, between jobs, I put my cutting bucket. I'll stick the cutting bucket with the brush down in there, put the lid on it, and that's going to help preserve the finish. So when I'm ready to use it, take my cutting bucket out of here with the brush, and so you gotta adapt, which I don't mind it. But anyway, I'm gonna put this coat of finish on here, and like I said, this job is 15. I bet that damn fan just turned on. Air conditioning comes out and blows dust on the floor that I'm trying to coat. Why does it happen like that? Joke. What do you call that? Murphy's Law. I hate Murphy's Law. Okay. Go back to dust there. So I'm going to coat this area. That's what my dad always said. Murphy's Law. When things happen, when things can happen, they'll happen. Even though you try to prevent things from happening. Like if you don't put a lid on a polyurethane bucket or on a stain can, or if you got your something open, Murphy's Law will see through and make it spill or something happens. So this is pretty much the best I can do. You're never going to match 15 years of age. The only thing you can do is resand the whole living room or the whole bedroom or whatever you're working on. Make sure that you want to look across the floor to make sure that you got it all. Coat the whole thing. looks like I got it. So yeah, I don't know if you can see from that angle there. It looks pretty close. It's about the best you're going to do. And like I said, that'll actually blend in as it ages. It'll yellow slightly. Give it a few years. But anyway, all right. So yeah, this is a final product, and it should look pretty good. Get another view of it this way. See, you can see it. Actually, it blends pretty darn good. Could probably pat myself on the back on this one. So, all right. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Have a good Memorial Day weekend. Coming here, you from St. Clair Shores, Michigan.